Right now at noon, Madison police providing new information after several people are shot in separate shootings over the weekend. The latest from investigators. Plus, closing arguments are being made in the trial of President Biden's son, Hunter. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. I'm Josh Spreiter. We begin with continuing coverage on multiple shootings in Madison over the weekend. Since Friday, there have been 3 shootings, the most recent happening late last night. Now Madison police are giving updates on those shootings, including one at an apartment complex that left many injured. News 3 Now's Jalen Banks is live there with the latest this afternoon. Jalen?
Josh, just behind me is the Lux apartment building where a shooting took place just before 1 a.m. Sunday morning. MPD gave an update this morning at a press conference and gave several updates about the incident. The shooting took place at an unsanctioned party held on the complex's rooftop, where MPD says approximately 250 people were in attendance. A vast majority present were high school and college-age people. Now, there were a total of 12 injuries. 10 people sustained either gunshot wounds or grazes. One person cut by glass and another sustained a shoulder injury. Now here is MPD Police Chief Sean Barnes on their efforts in finding those responsible for the mass shooting.
As Chief of Police, I want to reassure the public that we are actively investigating the recent incidents of gun violence and are committed to ensuring the safety and security of our community. We are working tirelessly to identify and apprehend those responsible for these senseless acts, and we will not rest until justice is served.
As of this morning, no arrests have been made and the investigation is ongoing. We'll continue to keep you updated both on air and on our website at channel3000.com. For now, reporting in downtown Madison, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
Jalen, thank you. Meanwhile, 2 people are in the hospital this afternoon after a shooting on Madison's east side. This call came in as a shots fired case just before 11 o'clock last night. Police responded to Trafalgar Place and Andrew Way off Milwaukee Street. There they found a man with gunshot wounds. He was taken to a hospital with life-threatening injuries and currently remains there. A short time later, another man arrived at the hospital with a graze wound. He was treated and released. According to MPD, a group of people were gathered on Andrew Way when someone drove by and began shooting. During the shooting, someone from the group returned fire. 3 vehicles were hit with gunfire. MPD says around 20 shell casings were recovered. Officers have not arrested anyone yet for this shooting. Madison police believe this incident was targeted, but the motive is unknown. Madison Mayor Sati Rhodes Conway reacting to the weekend violence, saying in part, quote, before Friday, Madison had no reports of shots fired for 5 straight weeks. That needs to be the norm. This is a moment to refocus our efforts on ensuring the circumstances that led to gun violence don't happen in the first place. It shouldn't be easier to buy a gun than cast a ballot, end quote. Madison police are also asking anyone with information or footage of those shootings to contact Madison Area Crime Stoppers. That number is 608-266-6014 or p3tips.com. You can also share information anonymously, and you could receive a cash award if your tip leads to an arrest. Remember, you can always follow along for new information directly from police or any breaking news on channel3000.com or with the mobile app. That app is free in your app store. Well, some beautiful weather today for a Monday. First Sport meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Finally, Kelly.
Yeah, we've got sunshine today, and it's still a little bit cooler than where we should be for this time of the year, but very pleasant. You know, here we are, the 10th of June. Plenty of sunshine across southern Wisconsin, including our Edgewater Skycam as we look at the Capitol. We are looking at nice weather today with temperatures approaching 70. You got to remember, we should be in the upper 70s this time of the year. Can't rule out a few showers rolling in late tomorrow. This is not going to be widespread, more nuisance showers than anything. More importantly, by Thursday, that's when we do have a first warn alert day for the potential for some strong storms. Now, we do have this north wind. That's what's keeping these temperatures down. Right now, it's as high as 16 miles per hour in Janesville, 8 miles per hour here in Madison. Do have a lot of sunshine right now, maybe just a few cumulus clouds popping up with the heating of the afternoon. That's about it. Temperatures very comfortable, a little bit cool though, really for this time of June anyway. 66 currently in Madison, 67 right now in Middleton. Calling for a lot of sunshine today as temperatures climb up close to 70 with a north wind keeping that humidity level down for now, but that will be changing by the middle part of the week. We're going to get into more summer-like temperatures, but also that'll lead to some of those stronger storms. We'll talk more about that coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, we will see you then. Thank you. Day 6 of Hunter Biden's federal trial is underway. Today, jury instructions will be read, followed by closing statements. This comes after prosecutors rested their case on Friday. Hunter Biden is accused of illegally buying and possessing a gun while abusing or being addicted to drugs. This is the first time a sitting U.S. president's child has been on trial. Last week, President Biden said he would not pardon his son if he was found guilty. Well, still ahead for us this afternoon. If you have a question or concern about your plants or garden, now's the time to send us your questions via email to tips@channel3000.com. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company will join us later in this broadcast with the answers. Again, that is tips@channel3000.com. Right after the break, there is another run on mini tote bags at Trader Joe's, plus how some states are taking steps to limit or cut rising property taxes as home values increase.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U, get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
If you're about to replace your roof, stop. There's a solution about 80% less expensive. 9 out of 10 roofs can be saved by RoofMax. Guaranteed to extend the life of your current roof by 5 to 15 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. RoofMax's deep penetrating power restores flexibility and water protection. Nobody wants to replace their roof. Restore it instead with RoofMax for 80% less. Call now for a free roof inspection.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out. Choose from our in-stock selection or design your door your way in store or on Menards.com. This steel exterior door system is $299.99 after rebate. Transform your space with Shaw Vinyl Plank Flooring. It's waterproof, durable, and features an attached pad for added comfort. Manor Hill Vinyl Plank Flooring is $299 a square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Every week it costs more to feed my family.
Prices are just out of control.
Boy, inflation is really hurting us. It's got to stop.
Career politicians like Biden and Baldwin just don't get it. They're making things harder for folks here in Wisconsin. By stopping the crazy spending that caused inflation and cutting red tape, we can bring prices down. It's time for a change. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. I'll get the job done for Wisconsin families.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC turn your design dreams into reality. With customized solutions and quality products, our passion and expertise will help turn your room into a dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Some states are taking steps to limit or cut rising property taxes as home values dramatically increase. Colorado, Alabama, and Wyoming have new laws that limit the rise in tax-assessed values for homeowners. Colorado also has a ballot proposal that could cap the growth of property tax revenue. Nebraska and Kansas will hold special legislative sessions to address property tax relief. And Georgia voters will decide in November if increases in assessed home values should be limited. Tesla's 8th biggest shareholder, Norway's Wealth Fund, says it will vote against approving CEO Elon Musk's $56 billion pay package. Shareholders are set to vote on the package this week. A Delaware judge invalidated it earlier this year. And there's another run on mini tote bags at Trader Joe's, this time for an insulated version. The grocery store chain quickly sold out of mini canvas bags selling for $2.99. The mini coolers are $1 more. The bags are selling on resale sites for substantially more. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Wendy Gillette.
At the noon hour, here's your stock report. The Dow down 40 points, NASDAQ up 59, and the S&P 500 also up about 10. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, the Loper Report with the top hits during a lackluster summer at the box office.
Steinhafels is your mattress destination. Right now, you can get a Queen Beauty Rest mattress for only $4.99. Upgrade your sleep to the unmatched luxury and comfort of the Beauty Rest Black Hybrid for just $59 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. Plus, you'll get $200 in Steinhafels cash. There's nothing like a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhafels. Start sleeping better tonight. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
It doesn't make big headlines. There's no scandal, no conflict. So you probably haven't heard about the Biden administration's work to lower costs, getting caps on the cost of medicine like insulin and inhalers at $35, and investing in American-made clean energy to lower power bills. If you don't know about it, join the club. It's not what the news is covering these days. But you can find out yourself how you can save some money.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, we're moving on up with Marla Gibbs.
Do you prefer comedic or dramatic roles?
Whatever's paying me at the time. Plus, an early Father's Day gift for a great dad.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. Start your evening with News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward, uncovering the stories and getting to the heart of events and issues that matter here. And when bad weather is on the way, we warn you first. News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward, weeknights. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report, coming off another busy weekend, Farm Babe.
Where in the world was this sunshine on Saturday morning when we could use it for all our dairy breakfasts that were going on? I'll tell you what, the damp weather that a lot of the events were happening in didn't deter people from coming out. God bless you all. I wish I could have been at each one of them. We had Rock County, Sauk County, Dane County, all happening on Saturday, Richland County on Sunday, and more coming up this weekend. Take a look at some of the folks that managed to make it out with umbrellas and boots and kids that were jumping in water puddles. I thought they had the right idea. And really at the Dane County Breakfast on the Farm, thank you so much to Blue Star Dairy, all the Meinholz family. That farm's got 47 employees that make it all happen, and they were all busy on Saturday, not only trying to keep everything moving as far as food, but trying to keep people moving out in the parking area, which was basically a field. They were dragging sawdust, trying to make sure that people had some traction. But like I said, the smiles were still there. They served over 1,200 dozen eggs, 15 to 18,000 pancakes, 700 pounds of sausage from Jones Sausage, 6,000 containers of milk, 60 gallons of coffee, 400 yogurts from Yoplait, 150 gallons of ice cream from Chocolate Shop, 130 pounds of shredded cheese from Grande Cheese, 10,000 cheese samples from Organic Valley and Belgioso, and a lot of that, as you can tell, with a local flair. Congratulations to Dane County for pulling off another excellent event. I was talking with some of the organizers. They said even with the rain, they believe that this crowd on Saturday was about as close as they've been to pre-pandemic levels. So we're starting to get our groove back on when it comes to enjoying these dairy events. And like I said, more coming up this Father's Day weekend. Wisconsin FFA convention is underway, not formally. Today's their day of service, but I did want you to know that our friends at Culver's are back in with the FFA again this year. Craig Culver, who's co-founder of that Wisconsin-based lovely restaurant, says they are pledging an additional $25,000 in donations to the National FFA organization specifically to fund dairy-specific programming and lesson plans. Barrel cheese today, speaking of dairy, up a penny and a quarter at $1.96 3/4. 40-pound block cheese up 5 1/4 at $1.89 3/4. Today the butter takes a step back and lets cheese shine. Barrel or butter down a penny and a quarter, still $3.08 a pound, Josh. But yeah, I can't imagine what the crowd would have been like if we would have had all that sunshine on Saturday. We'll hope for the best coming up later this week.
Well, it looked like Blue Star Dairy. They had such a good setup out there, even with the rain. It was hard not to have a good time.
That's right. You're right. We always plan for whatever Mother Nature is tossing our way.
You never know here in Wisconsin. All right, Pam, thank you.
You bet.
Chances for rain returning in your certified most accurate forecast. First storm meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. Kelly?
Yeah, we do have a few chances coming our way this week. I think the most important day to be mark on your calendar would be Thursday. That's when we have a better chance of more widespread rain, but a couple of showers even by tomorrow afternoon. We'll talk more about that coming up. But right now we do have plenty of sunshine. Temperatures expected up to 70. And remember, our average high now is 77. The sun is not setting until 8:37. We'll see plenty of that sun today, maybe just a few cumulus clouds popping up. But we have this northerly wind, and that northerly wind will be up there around 10 to 15 miles per hour, at least for the next couple of hours before coming down as we get towards sunset. In fact, those winds will go calm. That'll set us up for another chilly night. We've had this cooler air that's been pouring out of Canada, this northwesterly flow. That's going to eventually retreat. You know, this cooler than average temperatures can't really continue for too long. We will start to get into some warmer weather, but also a little bit more humid weather toward the end of the week and going into the upcoming weekend. Otherwise, nice today with plenty of sunshine and temperatures getting very close to 70. We're still falling short of our average, but no need to use the AC anytime soon. We are looking at maybe a couple of showers developing later in the day tomorrow. I think we're going to see more cloud cover than any kind of rain, but just something you'll have to be considering later tomorrow and maybe into the evening hours. More importantly, that's Thursday that we do have the first warn alert day, more widespread showers and storms, and what we typically think of as a late afternoon evening situation. This is going to be more of an overnight into a Thursday morning. That's when we can expect at least some stronger storms rolling in, it looks like, by Thursday. Otherwise, today, plenty of sunshine as temperatures get up close to 70. If you are headed out this evening, we'll back off into the 60s pretty quickly with that low humidity. Winds will come down, and that will allow us to cool off. Now, we'll start off chilly tomorrow morning. Clouds will start to increase about this time tomorrow afternoon. Can't even rule out a few showers to the west from Camp Douglas, Viroqua, Boscobel, maybe down toward Prairie du Chien, eventually moving on to the east. But you notice how the computer model wants to weaken these. They're going to come in a weakened state as they head toward Madison toward the late afternoon hours, but still can't rule out a possibility of a shower even into the evening with temperatures in the lower 70s. Now, Wednesday night, we're going to be watching a system come out of the plains, reach southern Wisconsin. Once again, this will be mainly through the overnight period into early Thursday morning. And some of these storms, we got a lot more humidity that's coming our way toward Thursday. That could lead to some stronger storms, maybe producing some large hail and damaging winds, something we'll watch for later in the week on Thursday, and then eventually that's going to be shifting down to the south. Right now, 66 in Madison, 66 in Janesville, 67 in the Adels, 64 right now in Watertown and across Dane County. Still, everybody below 70, 65 right now in Stoughton, and it is 66 right now in Cottage Grove. Our first warm forecast, 70 today, a nice afternoon. Kind of cool tonight again, down to 48, so no need for the AC now for the next couple of days. Probably need it by later Wednesday into Thursday as the humidity starts to go up. We'll have that chance of storms developing Wednesday night, continuing mainly into Thursday morning as we get up to 84. Noticing this overnight low is quite a bit warmer because of the humidity. We dropped the humidity a little bit Friday and Saturday, then that returns feeling a lot more like summer on Father's Day, but also we'll have to dodge some showers and storms by the end of the weekend.
A little bit of a roller coaster this week.
You know, we've been below average. We really haven't had any of those hot days yet. It might start to feel like that later this week into the weekend.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with what he says will be a new weeknight favorite for your family.
Today, I want to chat with you about something that's been a big part of my life, and maybe part of yours too. It's something that probably helped you out when money was tight. I'm talking about ramen noodles. Yeah, those little packs of dry noodles that are almost addictive. As many of us learned in college, instant ramen noodles are the perfect go-to meal because they're ready in less than 5 minutes. And talk about budget-friendly. Did you know that if you only ate ramen noodles for an entire year, not that I suggest that you do, you would only spend about $150 on groceries? As a matter of fact, ramen noodles are so popular, they're used in so many different ways. Like here we added them to a salad to give it extra crunch, or how about creating a noodle-licious pizza crust with it? After testing all sorts of recipes with them, we came up with a few that are certainly worth sharing. Here we have some ramen noodles tossed with chunks of chicken and lots of fresh broccoli and red peppers. It's one of those skillet meals that's so quick and reasonable, you'll want to make it part of your weekly dinner routine. To get the recipe, all you have to do is go online and search for what we call skillet chicken ramen toss, along with a collection of unforgettable ramen noodle recipes. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a budget-friendly way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. What?
Ahead at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and gardening questions. Email those questions to tips@channel3000.com. We'll get the answers next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Now don't you worry. I'm gonna take real good care of your windows.
You need the experts at Feldco. Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2026. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast so you can enjoy your new windows all summer long. 2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Imagine having a Medicare Advantage plan that can help cover costs for dental services or even groceries. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is offering special benefits called Essential Extras, available for Medicare Advantage plan members. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible to enroll today. Unsure if you're eligible? Our licensed insurance agents can help. Just call the number on your screen today. Medicare Advantage plans cover everything in Original Medicare Parts A and B while offering coverage for additional benefits. With Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans, you could get no-cost essential extras you might not expect. These plans may include allowances for dental, vision, hearing, assistive devices, or even money for healthy groceries. That's not all, though. You could also get an allowance to help pay for utility costs like gas, electric, water, or sewer. It can even be used towards internet and cellular providers. Explore 2024 Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras in your zip code by calling today. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible. Essential extras could even include transportation to plan-approved destinations. But you won't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. You have to call to see if you're eligible to enroll. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is proud to offer these special no-cost Medicare Advantage plan benefits that help provide comfort and convenience to make everyday life easier. Don't miss out. Call Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield today to explore 2024 Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras. If you're new to Medicare, on Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible.
Call 800-694-1143. 800-694-1143. That's 800-694-1143.
Welcome back. Lisa Briggs with the Bruce Company is here to answer your plant and garden questions. You can email them to tips@channel3000.com. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. It's a sunny day out there finally, right?
It's sunny and it's not beastly hot,
yes,
so I love it.
We deserve it. What do you got here today?
So, you know, in June and July, it will often get more beastly hot and also a little drier, so this is a succulent. So that's if you're an underwaterer and you have a sunny spot or like a terrace or a balcony where it's kind of inhospitable for plants, you could use succulents, and this one's going to flower.
This is my kind of plant.
Just have to know your own strengths and limitations.
I have a hard time with keeping plants alive. I like the fake ones, though. All right, let's get to the questions now. First up, Coco wants to know what is eating her petunia plant that is on her hanging basket. And I just showed you some photos of that.
She sent some photos, and it looks to me, Coco, like it's more an animal is kind of ripping at them than an insect that's actually eating. There's one where it was kind of a jagged cut. I would say if that's the case, it's probably like a chipmunk or a squirrel or something. So I would put in like an animal repellent. I really like one called Shake Away. They have some different levels of strength, and basically it's just granulated predator urine. And it doesn't smell to you as humans, but it does smell to whatever creatures, and you just kind of shake it on the soil in the plant.
Keeping them away.
And it'll just keep them away, yeah.
All right, question number 2 from Paula. Paula says she has 3 blue muffin viburnum that looked dead earlier in the spring. In the last week, they have shown some new growth, although it isn't close to being all the way full. Should she let those shrubs continue to develop this year, or are they a lost cause? What is your best guess as to what's happening?
As far as what's happening, I don't know without looking at it. And honestly, if you want to send photos to the plant desk at brucegumby.com, that would be really helpful. It's also not clear to me, too, if the growth is coming from the bottom. So maybe you had some dieback on top and there's new growth coming from the base, in which case I would just encourage that, prune out whatever is dead and let that develop. If the new growth is on top, I would let that continue, because sometimes those stems will continue to bud out along the base, and then see where you're at with that. Once that sort of develops, I'd give it a couple of months and see what's going to happen with it.
All right, next question from Lisa, not this Lisa, another Lisa, wondering how to cut back her bird of paradise. It's gotten too tall.
That is kind of tricky. So with a bird of paradise, what I would do is cut back the oldest stems and let those new stems develop.
All right, question number 4. Mary from Jefferson says her Prince Tut plant had some of their spikes broken off from the wind. Will they come back, and should she cut them off?
I'm going to assume that you're meaning like the papyrus. I know there's a papyrus called King Tut, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a smaller version of it called Prince Tut. Yeah, anything that's broken from the storms, just go ahead and cut those back. It'll be better for the plant in the long run, and the plant will be fine.
All right, question number 5. Sue thinks she's had earwigs eating the leaves of her green beans. What can she do?
So there are a couple of things. The best thing to do would be to apply a thing called Bug Getta or Sluggo Plus. The plain Sluggo is good for slugs, but the Sluggo Plus is good for viburnums, or I'm sorry, is good for earwigs. And so just sprinkle it on the soil, and it will keep them from climbing up into your green beans. I don't think that the chemicals like 8 that are safe to be used on food crops will kill earwigs. I don't know if they're listed as a pest that it will control.
All right, some good questions today.
Yeah.
Lisa, thank you as always.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you.
Yep.
Let's get to Kelly now with the final look at your forecast.
Yeah, we do have a beautiful afternoon with a lot of sunshine. Temperatures a little bit cool for this time of June, but plenty of sunshine to go around, and we can expect that today. Things will start to change a little bit toward the middle of the week as it feels a little bit more like summer, more like it should for this time of June as we get back in the 80s on Wednesday and Thursday. Also some stronger storms developing later Wednesday night into Thursday. Do have a first warn alert day for the potential of some stronger storms. And once again, this is going to be mainly in the overnight period into the morning hours. A little bit cooler, a little bit drier, not as much humidity on Friday and Saturday before that returns on Father's Day on Sunday. Another chance for some storms, definitely feeling like summer in our 10-day forecast as temperatures will be well into the 80s toward the end of the weekend and into early next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great afternoon. Get out there and enjoy that sunshine, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.